Hello all, GC13 here. 1.6 has received a beta patch, patch 1.6.1. Among a whole lot of bug fixes, the last line in the patch notes really caught my eye. Fixed AI nonsensically replacing buildings in a wasteful way, disregarding tile resources. I can tell you right now that the AI is still nonsensically replacing buildings in a wasteful way. See this example here from my first observation game, where it elects to replace a power plant with a farm on its home world, only to not even work the new farm. It does seem to be respecting tile resources now, though, which is by itself a big step forward. This time I elected to record the AI's time on its homeworld to get a sense for its priorities. On this world, my priority would definitely be getting a miner on that last mineral tile, as it would pretty much always be. Then probably a farmer on that +2 food tile, followed by more power. The AI instead elects to build a power plant first, despite there never being any power issues so early in the game. As another strange call, it builds a science lab for its second new pop, even though early in the game, science isn't very important. It does get to the mine third and to the farm fourth. On its colony, the AI decides to use its second pop for food, which is fair enough at this stage, as it's probably only sitting on a +2 or a +3 surplus, though I would have mined that +2 mineral tile if I had any food surplus at all. Less fair is it's building a second farm on another food tile right away, despite only having a mineral surplus of +17 at this stage in the game. Its third tile is where things begin to go awry again. It builds a power plant on a blank tile, though will quickly decide to turn it into a monument, since even with the +2 energy from the power plant, it still has a +5 energy surplus. The monument is quickly torn down to build a mine, ignoring that +2 mineral tile sitting right below the disassembled ship shelter. More astoundingly, when the pop finishes growing, the AI will continue to work the tile, even though it is giving up 1 mineral and half a point of energy to work this tile, instead of the unimproved +2 mineral tile. It also builds a farm on a +1 food tile, even though it already has a +10 food surplus. And it then builds a monument again, then immediately tears it down to rebuild the mine that had already been sitting on the tile. Finally, it builds a mine on that mineral tile, taking advantage of not only the +2 the tile itself gives, but also the +1 adjacency bonus from the planetary administration. It then builds a military academy and an energy grid, followed by upgrades to many of its buildings. Putting in a mine on the +3 mineral tile is an obvious and great decision. Sitting at only a +38 mineral per month surplus in 2235, the +6 minerals will help it out a lot. At the point where it clears the volcano tile, I should note that it already has the technology to clear the toxic kelp and to build frontier clinics, when it could use that growth speed bonus to help grow its last 3 pops. This will become important later. As its last mineral building, it decides to put in a mineral processing plant. With 3 mines already on the planet, 2 of which are sitting on good tiles, this is a good choice for this tile, even if I would also forgive it if it needed this tile for food. Although in this case, it has enough food to sustain growth even without the farm. A power plant on the mixed power mineral tile is the choice I will almost always make, so it's good for the AI to do it here. Not only will it avoid paying energy for the maintenance on that tile, but it already has the energy grid to take advantage of. The AI then correctly builds a lab on its second science tile, but as its last tile chooses to place a frontier clinic after its bonus to growth speed means little, and so its main function will be primarily to provide research and, when upgraded, just a little bit of unity. This is a tile that a monument really should have gone on. You can get a lot of unity once that's upgraded. But overall, how did the AI do? It still has its problems, it's still nonsensically replacing buildings in a wasteful way, but its newfound respect of tile resources is at least helping the finished product. I am still perplexed by its practiced ignorance of tiles granting bonuses to minerals, instead choosing to redevelop other tiles into mines, even if an unworked mineral tile would grant more minerals than the mine, and all without a maintenance cost. This run, and a previous run I did to check what I could expect from this patch, do seem to indicate that the AI may be less in love with energy than before, instead being more concerned with getting a solid base of food to grow from. My strategy would again be getting a solid base of minerals to grow from, but I'll be testing that later. All in all though, I call this an improvement. Hopefully soon the AI can truly be rid of its debilitating redevelopment addiction, and pay a bit more attention to those mineral tiles when choosing to place and work its mines. And just to throw out an interesting quirk I've noticed in both of my observation games from 1.6.1, Both times, the AI has passed up a large world in order to colonize a small one first. In this game that I actually recorded, this might be understandable, as the larger world was less hospitable and didn't have any orbital minerals or energy in its system. In the game I didn't record, however, it passed up a beautiful world with no tile blockers and an abundance of minerals in the system for a 13-tile world with 5 tile blockers, and which was already inside its borders anyway. Curious. Until later, though, I'm GC13.